And just like that, we are live. Where's the background music? Oh, there it is. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a good day so far. Welcome to what may very well be one of the last live streams for the next couple months. I've talked about it numerous times, but I've got some things to settle with in regards to cup stacking. That is coming up at the end of this week, and I need to be able to put my 100% into that. So, I don't think this will be the last live stream for the next couple months. It'll be one of the last, or one of the few live streams for the next while, whilst I get things situated on the sidelines. So fair warning, I am probably going to be behind on this book. I don't imagine after maybe next week, if I even do it next week, that I will be doing choices streams for a minute. Will you tell us when we can cancel our memberships? I mean, it's up to you. Again, it's $1 a month, so. And I'm not like going completely MIA. It's that I'm not going to be putting a lot of time into this channel, especially the time that I would like to put into this channel, so I can get the stuff I need to on the side done. But like I said, you know, it's like I'm not gonna just suddenly disappear. Like I'll be around. I mean, in technicality, you can cancel your memberships at any point in time. It's just like the streams are going to be a little bit more far and few. So just get ready for that. It will go back to normal. It's just these next couple months I want to be able to hone in on what I'm doing. And I can't really, I apologize for being very vague about it because I can't talk about it until it's announced. But yes, hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to, Ian School Effects Extravaganza. I am your host, Redhead Boy, and apparently okay, no, that's okay, that's spot I covered. I was like, do I have two? No, I don't. My acne's been breaking out a small bit. Again, need to get more pimple patches on it, unfortunately. But, that aside, we're doing Chapter 8, LOA. You guys already know the vibes. Only 11 days to your birthday? Yeah, I'm going to be 20 years old. I will do a birthday stream. Not sure if I'm going to do it on this channel or my cup stacking channel. I'll find out. I'll find out soon. We will find out. I probably will do it on my second channel because you know, a lot more of the people I've met in real life kind of hang out more on that channel, but who knows? I might do it on both if I can do it like that. I turn 18 on Saturday. Yay, 3 more days until I'm adult. Happy early birthday. I will not be streaming on Saturday. I will try to stream on Friday. I'm not too positive if that will happen, but can I say one thing that I want to mention on the sidelines? Hi, Raphael, by the way. Other Raphael. I have been playing a metric crap ton of Resident Evil Village after I completed the game. So I completed the game full way through in 2 different live streams, combined for like 13 hours of live streaming. And then I completed the game 2 more times. I think one run was 5 hours, one run was 3, for like 3.5 hours. But I completed on hardcore and like the extremo hardcore Villager Shadows, where you basically are like a 2-shot. Like if you get hit twice and you don't heal, you're basically dead. And in some scenarios, if you get hit at all, you're just dead man walking. Like, it was not easy, but it was a crap ton of fun. Hardcore, actually, I wish I had done hardcore for the actual playthrough because it wasn't that much more difficult. Again, once you know what you're doing, it's much easier. Like, I turned it from 9 hours for my first playthrough to, I think, like 5 on my second playthrough. And I trimmed it down to 3, or sorry, 3.5. Like, again, once you know what you're doing and you skip a lot of the story, you just go for it. But I probably could have done that faster. I think Jacksepticeye did his in like under 3 hours, which was insane. I don't know what like the fastest speedrun is. It's probably under 2. But this is very much like a speedrun heavy game. Still, fuck the factory. All my homies hate the factory. The factory is the worst part. The factory brought that game down from like a top 5 Resident Evil down. Just the factory alone. And if anybody watched that part of the live stream, you understand why I say that. Let me try the bot now, actually. See. Because if that works, I can close. Excuse me, the other tab. Hey, there we go. This Streamlabs bot gives me so much trouble. That's good now. But yeah, anyways, yes. We do the choices. We make all of them. And by the way, shoutouts to myself for becoming the newest member. I'm shaking hands with myself. Anyways, we got 22 minutes until next book drops out. Or drops. Releases. Whatever. Words. I know them. Do I? I didn't even know that Samsung Galaxy A32 5G and 4G variations were different in size until today when I tested my new phone and my mom's originally new case and realized 4G is smaller. They're different sizes? Shit. Now I feel kind of dumb. Hold on a minute whilst I pop up the YouTube chat for myself. Okay. There we go. Because I have this all like framed out so that it fits well on the screen. It doesn't block anything. Also, it might not seem like I got new earbuds. Freaking finally. They ignore my ear tips, they're gross, but if you can see that. Oh my god, focus. There we go. These new earbuds, I'm so relieved to have them. They're literally the exact same as my old ones for the Hammerhead Duos, but the difference is they work. I think they're actually newer version of the earbuds, but they're great. Like, they're the best earbuds I've ever had for gaming. I've tried a couple different variants, but I enjoy these the most. I enjoy these over regular headphones. Like, Every time I go back to headphones, like I enjoy them for a minute and then I automatically default back to these. Like I tried the JBL Quantum headphones, like the wireless ones, the big wireless ones. There was too much latency there. Otherwise, they would have been like the perfect earbuds. Not perfect earbuds, perfect headphones, but the latency was really annoying, so I stopped using them. I'm actually gotta hold on a minute. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just kind of... I missed these earbuds, and I found them used for like 25 bucks, so it was an easy steal. Again, they might not be the best earbuds in the world, but they're cheap and they work. They're actually valued, I mean, like, they're actually 60 bucks, but again, I found them on sale. They were used, but they work. I'm just gonna try to take really good care of them. Sometimes at some point, one of the earbuds will die. Yeah. Well, my other earbuds, they didn't die. It's that the audio in one of them was significantly quieter, like uncomfortably quieter. And then the one on the right was fine. The one on the left just, like, it went down to like 10% level or something, like 10, 15% level. And I couldn't change it. Like, I didn't know how to fix it or anything. So, I just bought a new pair. But yeah, I definitely think I need to make a video once I kind of like restabilized on this channel. I definitely plan on making a video or something in regards to Resident Evil 8 and kind of how the game is and explaining the story and how fun it is. It's so much fun. I think the replay value of Resident Evil Village is better than the replay value of like any other Resident Evil game. That might be a hot take, but still, like, it's just so good. So the audio should also be better, because I'm not doing mono audio anymore. I'm doing stereo again, which... Stereo, by the way, is always better than mono, because mono just kind of compresses it, so if one side's being wonky and the other isn't, you know, it's just weird, but... yeah. Doing stereo again, so the audio should be better for you guys as well. Sadie Jayat. I'm not going to pronounce that right. But thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. I also do... I'm going to mute myself because I have some pizza rolls to the side because I made pizza. Or not made pizza. I made something else for breakfast and it tasted like crap. So I didn't finish it and I'm starving. So please excuse me whilst I take a couple of these down. No way I'm going through 100 gigabytes a month if I'm careful. I've done it. I actually have an unlimited data plan, thank God. Because I would be in so much trouble if I didn't. Wait, I'm actually curious. I want to test something. Does this button work? No, it doesn't. But this... Guys, we have 15 minutes left until Chapter 8 is real. Chapter 8 will become real in 15 minutes, gamers. I'm excited for it. And in case you're curious, I'll actually, here, let me... Yeah. Commingling, I don't know what that means. Sadie's taking you all to the most important conference in the legal world. Can you impress her? No. Alright, guys, that's been the stream. So, I think in the last one, like, Bo just randomly hopped in and took the credit for all the work or whatever. And everybody's like, no, why'd you do that? And I was just like, I don't really care. Whatever. Cool. Sarika, it's... So, I don't know how... I don't even know if this is a real word. I don't think it is. So it's C-O-M-M-I-N-G, and then commingling? 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 I don't know. All I know is it's giving me a headache just looking at it. Okay, yeah. In-law commingling is a breach of trust in which a fiduciary mixes funds held in care for a client with his own funds, making it difficult to determine which funds belong to the fiduciary and which belong to the client. I don't know what that means. My first time on the actual live stream. What's up? Welcome to the stream, Brock. How you doing, man? I hope I pronounced that right. I'm not even taking law for college. I'm not. Well, that's assuming I ever go to college. There's a new chapter released in like 20 minutes. Look at the bottom right corner. Right here. Here. And here. That's how much time is left before it launches. Okay, I'm done with the food now. I apologize. Hi, ma'am. What's up? How's it going? We are 8 minutes away just about until we start the chapter. Just trying to finish up all my delicious X-Gamer. I'm not even going to say the joke because I know somebody in chat will. Hold on just a minute. I'm actually going to do something here because Origin is being a bit annoying. Any predictions for this chapter? I predict that this will probably be one of the more boring chapters. And last time I predict that, I was kind of wrong. Kind of. It wasn't the most boring chapter, but it was definitely one of them. And there it is. I'm fine, just relaxing. Nice, nice. Good afternoon. Hi, Eve. Welcome to the stream. I guess my main prediction is that something will happen. Bo will rank first for stealing the spotlight. Doesn't he already rank second? Maybe finally some romance. Oh, that's a good... Actually, I like that prediction. Prediction is some random fucking person is gonna come into the mix of things and say, hey, you're pretty good looking. Wanna fuck? Because that's happened, I think, twice now. Yeah, I'm happy for our girl, Ashlyn. We stay in Ashlyn in this house. It's been a while since the firefighter, yeah, when he pegged us. When we accidentally got hit by water. Right, yeah. Accidentally, sure. Believe what you want. I'm gonna do something here. I have this lower thirds thing up here. I'm gonna put this here. Bam. He's got a letter from the NHS. Nice. Hopefully Bo does not overtake Ashlyn for the lead. Probably will anyways. I mean, does it really matter? Like, what if he just says, hey, I'm gonna pick somebody else for partner? I'll be like, okay. Guess I'll just have to do a little bit less work and get paid a little bit less for a year or two. Oh, wow. Like, you think I'm gonna cry about it? You think I give a fuck? I don't care. Can I say, by the way, another thing you mentioned, this right here is my favorite camera angle I've ever had. I really like this camera angle. And I actually plan to get, like a fabric curtain thing back here, that I can bring down, kind of show off. My only issue is I hope it's not like hope it's not like too see-through, like too transparent, so like you can still see everything behind it if I put light on it. About having my vaccine, and to be honest, I'm frightened of needles. Oh my god, if you're getting the Pfizer vaccine, that is the easiest fucking needle I've ever had to deal with. I didn't look at it. It told me to breathe in. I breathed in. Breathe out. I breathed out. And then it felt like somebody pinching me for about half a second, and then it was done. Literally, it was that easy. And then they stuck a Band-Aid on me and was like, is that it? Boy, you know me? Nope. Do you take the premium choices? They're pointless sometimes, but kind of help. Yeah. Especially if it has something to do with Gabe, because my chat just wants me to fuck him. Or sorry, not my chat. Raphael wants me to. Raphael as in R-A-P-H-A-D-O. No Kingsman 22 gaming, bro? Still no. Apologies. Apologies for the camera being a bit shaky at the start of East End. Yeah, the Pfizer vaccine in the moment, it's literally like, feels like nothing. The first shot, it will make your arm very sore for a couple days, but it goes away. The second shot, it will still make your arm a bit sore, but it adds on to that because I lost my sense of taste a bit, just enough for it to be annoying. I had a horrendous fever, but again, for a couple of days. Like, 10 year with a different name when you're doing a charity thing? Oh, cool. Yeah, back when I had hair. Oops. Because one of the donation goals was, you know, if we get $1,000, I shave my head. Want to take a guess? As to what happened? I'm actually getting closer and closer to going back to being my profile picture. Immobilizes your arm for a day. COVID shield? I've never heard of that. Anyways, let's actually just transition over to the choices scene because about a minute and a half off. Gamers, we are about a minute and a half from starting the next episode of Choices. Before we start, if you're not already a member of the Cool Kids, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also, if you'd like to actually become a member, a YouTube member, make sure you hit the join button next to the subscribe button. We have a membership program here on YouTube. It's called the Cool Kids. Starts at 99 cents a month, just $1 a month, and you get exclusive emojis and exclusive perks in the YouTube chat, like Raphael is showing in the chat right now, alongside exclusive perks in the Discord server as well. So make sure you hit that join button to help support the channel. Okay, Raphael, good lord, calm down. But yeah, thank you everybody for the support. Obviously, if you enjoy these streams, make sure to hit that like button as well to show your support. But yeah, 30 seconds just about. Chapter 8, Commingling, which apparently means something. Sadie's taking you out of the most important conference in the legal world. Can you impress her? And I already said this. No. Okay, guys, let's take it easy with this. Like, good lord. Take it easy with the spam here, guys. Okay, dude. Okay, hold on a minute. Let's relax. I literally can't keep up with this guy. He's putting... Alright, I gotta put him in timeout. Timeout. Okay. Apologies. Alright. Anyways, chapter 8. Let's go, baby. Hopefully the music. Banger, like always. Banger. Straight bangers. You and the other lawyers have gathered in the cafeteria at the crack of dawn. The scent of coffee isn't quite enough to push the fog of sleep out of your head. Man, this really brings me back to the old days. Nothing like heading out on a weekend adventure with some of my buds. Buds? Really? After what you pulled in the meeting with Roswell yesterday? Hey man, I already said I was just playing the game. Honestly, I'm over it. We should have expected it. We're beyond not okay. Ooh. So, do we throw shade? Or do we forget? Chat, we have 30... As the rules state, we're on a timer here. 30 seconds for the chat to make a choice. 1, 2, or 3 for the 3 options. 1, 2, or 3. 30 seconds. You are all free to vote. Seeing a couple 2s. All right, I'm going majority of vote and with what Raphael has anyways, because we should have expected it. We're competing in one of the most important jobs of the profession, excuse me. And lawyers aren't exactly known for playing clean. I hear you, but personally, I think we should hold ourselves to a higher standard than that. Okay, but seriously, can we focus on the important things like coffee? Okay, GG. Well, if you make your way to the life-giving coffee machine and pour steaming mugs once the brain fog has lifted some, Ashlyn glances at her phone. I still don't understand why we're leaving this early. The conference is in Boston and the program doesn't start until tomorrow. Astute as always, Ashlyn. Hello, Sadie. Startled, you quickly turn to see Sadie and Gabe standing in the doorway. The conference begins tomorrow, but considering how hard you've been working, Sadie and I agreed that you deserve a bit of a break. Which is why we've organized a team building day in rural Massachusetts prior to the conference. Yeah, team building. I'm sure it's team building. Right. Sure, Gabe. And will our performance at this team building day count towards our scores in the competition? No. Believe it or not, we want you to bond. Peace. Like, shut the fuck up, dude. I think you of all people would know how important relationships are in this business. I was just kidding around, I assure you. You making a joke, Marty? Now that is funny. In a meta sort of way, at least. Enough chatting then. The cars are waiting outside. I expect you all to enjoy the opportunity we're giving you. As you head into the elevators, Ashlyn whispers to you. Do you really think they won't be scoring us? Sadie always says everything we do here is being assessed. I think it truly is about enjoying yourselves. Everything's part of the competition. I don't care as long as I get to spend more time with you. Uh-huh. Right. All right, chat. 1, 2, or 3. As if I have to ask. Because y'all see a heart. And I know exactly what you're going to pick. Wow, what a surprise. Okay. I'm not even going to waste people's time. I'm just, yeah. Night in the woods, on our own. Can't think of a better place to finally get to know each other better. Ashlyn flashes you a sly smile. What? What the fuck is a sly smile? I ever mentioned how much I love camping? Before long, you're all packed into a series of town cars with the sun just starting to crest in the sky. You head out of Manhattan on your way to the woods of Massachusetts. Wait. Why Massachusetts of all places? That is definitely not the dream location I was thinking on about. Before long, you're out at a team building site. Oh, hell yes, it's like an adult playground. Except much, much higher off the ground. If I'm already getting vertigo now, that means we'll clear up by the time we start. Right? If you ask me, this risk makes it that much more fun. This place is a death trap. I'll never say no to rope play. The fuck does rope play mean? Alright, chat. 1, 2, or 3. right. Majority leans for 1. Adrenaline's even better than coffee. Not true. Well, for me it will be because I don't drink coffee, but yeah. Don't be ridiculous, Chaticus. Nothing is better than coffee. I assure you the equipment's top of the line. If you're nervous, just remember, getting over that feeling is half the trial law. Besides, if anything goes wrong, you have an entire legal team ready to snag you a never work again level settlement. Oh yeah. I could sue these guys for damages for forcing me to come here. That's not as reassuring as you think. We've booked cabins nearby for the night. Gabe, come with me to help sort the luggage. The drivers are hopeless on their own. You all get started. We'll be back in a few minutes to see how you're doing. Gabe and Sadie head off towards the main lodge as a friendly-looking employee approaches the rest of the group. Welcome to the Greenwood Lodge Adventure Course. I'm here to help, so if you have any questions, ask away. I'm guessing "do we have to" isn't one you can answer. It looks intimidating now, but trust me, you'll be pros in no time. Speaking of, we're starting with a zip line. Gotta get the blood pumping, right? Do we though? She turns to Ashlyn and frowns, eyes going a bit distant. I wonder, should I? Oh, wait. I wonder, should I try bangs? What? Please tell me that means we can just skip this horror show altogether. Oh, sorry, got a little distracted. Anyways, you're welcome to pass on the zip line. If that's your choice, you can meet us at those platforms. She points across the field towards a pair of platforms, one large and one much smaller. But your boss did specifically say you should try to face your fears today. Yeah, well, fuck the boss. He said this was a team-building exercise. I guess... oh, God, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, because that's the only option. Every single fiber of my being is screaming no, but the smart move is to say yes, so... It could be over soon, please. A zipline, huh? That's a bit too fast for me. Hop on or you're a coward. 1 or 2, chat. I say as I take a delicious sip of delicious X Gamer from my delicious X... Well, it's not it's... Drink! Oh, it's closed. Ooh, the members are voting 1, but everybody else is voting 2. Oh, never mind. Well, Gabe... No, I'm not gonna do it. Psych! Did say this day is about overcoming our fears. I'm overcoming my fear of being labeled a coward. See you at the finish line, which I'm gonna reach sans heart attack. Aha, it's sans. So as walking across the field below as the employee carefully affixes your harness to the line. Ready? Born ready. Hell yeah, baby. You leap off the platform and let out a scream of joy as you hurtle just barely above the trees. The wind rushes past your ears as you stretch your arms like they're wings. Plus fearless. Woo. Alright, you slowly see near the ground, running a few feet along before you come to a stop and hit the tree and die. The end. End of the book. That was incredible. Wouldn't that be funny if, like, you could choose between doing it and not doing it, but if you actually do it, you just die? Behind you, you hear a thud when you turn Martin standing and gingerly dusting himself off. Ugh, no big deal. Never liked that knee anyway. Before long, you all made it to the clearing where 2 raised platforms await. Why is that platform so much taller? That's part of the fun. One at a time, you'll use the rope to swing from the larger platform to the smaller. You win if you can find a way to fit all of you on the platform at once. Look at the 5 of you and then at the platform, maybe 2 feet in diameter. Let's think this through. Bud and Martin, you're about the same height. You go first and set up a base. Then Gigi and Ashlyn can come over and hang off you 2. Then I'll swing in and then you all grab onto me for dear life. Just try not to get forest all over my sweater, please. It's cashmere. Bro, they said they were taking your ass to the woods. You should not have dressed formally for that. Martin swings over the platform with no difficulty, both falls, and then link arms. Wow. Link arms. Kinda sus, boys. No, I'm kidding. Guys, there's not a lot of room left. I guess we'll try to make ourselves as small as possible. Follows and Bo and Martin catch her and pull her in. She moves around to the outside, leaning back and gripping onto Bo's shoulders. I think somebody's deodorant may have stopped working. Sorry, this musk can't be contained. Ew. A few seconds later, Gigi comes in and lands off balance. Whoa. Gotcha. Martin grabs her by the shoulder and manages to pull her in. Soon she's leaning back with her shoulders as a counterweight, feet barely perched onto the ledge. Just you, Chaticus. Just take it easy and I think we can catch you. Okay. I should swing in fast, swing in slow. They said take it easy, so swing in slow, I guess. You swing as gently as possible, not even reaching the platform, but at the top of your swing, Bo reaches out and grabs her hand, pulling you in slowly. Easy, easy. So if I went in fast, do I just knock them over like fucking bowling pins? You manage to get both feet onto the tiniest sliver of free platform, smashed together with all your colleagues. You teeter on the brink of collapse. Okay, now move your foot a little to the right, Chaticus. Hey, that's my toe. Bo, loop Chaticus into the arm circle. Loop him in. Right, okay. Lean forward on 3, Chaticus. 1, 2, 3. You throw your weight forward, flailing a bit, but instead of swinging back, their arms catch you. Plus teamwork. I think maybe we did this? You did indeed. Congratulations. You all gleefully separate, hopping down from the platform one by one. Bo cups both hands around his mouth to, I don't know. McGraw burn. Yeah, whatever. God, you are such a frat boy. Bo breaks out into an easy laugh, and before long, you've all joined in. We should have said this was being scored. Martin would have held us all himself. Martin would break a land speed record if he got points for it. This is a competition, people. I don't understand why the rest of you don't care about racking up bonus points. Because you'd probably smother us in our sleep if we figured out a way to do it that you hadn't. Excuse me. I'd never resort to violence. I'd just shave off your eyebrows and hope Sadie noticed. All right, team, who's ready to climb the top of the tallest tree? Don't worry, we've got pegs most of the way up. Do we have to? Okay, one over the exercise, you all circle around campfires, the sun ends down. Gabe and Sadie are there too, both clearly relaxed. Time for the most important part of this retreat. He opens up a bag and reveals all the ingredients you need for s'mores. Ooh. Toast me. You know how I like them. Why? Why does he know that? Why does he know that, Sadie? 2 burnt to a crisp coming right up. You all pounce on the sweets, fishing marshmallows to skewers. Okay, be honest. How many of you have actually been camping before? I don't know if you can count sleeping in cabins at a high-end wilderness retreat as camping. Spoken like a woman who knows her way around the woods. Let's just say the fire going out is not a concern as long as I'm around. So it seems pretty rustic to me, but then I subscribe to my grandfather's belief. Roughing it is trying to cut steak. What? I don't know. If you ask me, this is as much wilderness as I want. Give me true camping, no amenities. All right. Well, here's what I'll say. So I used to be in the Boy Scouts. I was like, they would take us on camping ventures here and there. It was fun though. Like, because, you know, we do all the camping things. I've also gone through the woods by myself. And like with friends and stuff. Like, it's not new to me. At the same time, I mean, the worst part about it was sunburn and mosquitoes. That was it. It's actually not that bad. It's nice to get like the breath of fresh air too. But at the same time, if the weather's bad, your day is bad, you know. Anyways. Kian Boy Scout era, that was like 6 or 7 years ago, but yeah. Never genuinely been camping? Oh, wow. Yeah, we legit like had to pitch our own tents and stuff, like actual camping. One time I caught a really small garden snake, and the other Boy Scouts wouldn't let me keep it, and I was pissed. So I just hid it, and they found out that I hid it, and I was still pissed. And they like made it an example out of me. And I think that's what like eventually led up to me leaving, because I was just pissed. All right, everybody, yeah, whatever. Basic supplies, wide open spaces, whoever else you manage to drag along with you. That's real camping. Sometimes I forget you grew up in the middle of nowhere. Of course you camp the old-fashioned way. Hey, you mean the right way. I won't argue that. I've done my share of both, and I'll take comfy campings every day. Really? I wouldn't take you for a camper. It's not my choice. My childhood was spent trying to talk my way out of going into hikes and talk my way into going to Disneyland. She knows what's up. A lawyer born and bred, I see. Only had one more of those cases. You all chuckle the competition and all its associated stress feel like it's melting as fast as the chocolate on your s'mores. Bo was just the opposite. For the few years there, you couldn't pay to keep him inside. Are you talking about my Davy Crockett phase? Wait, are you serious? Please tell me you had the hat. It was sweet, really. He took some seeds from apples and swore he'd sleep beside them until they grew. It took a lot of convincing to get him to understand trees don't grow in a few days. So this was when he was, what, a junior in high school? Don't be ridiculous, G. I was a sophomore. Solid recovery, 8 out of 10. Yeah, I wasn't a senior. I was a sophomore. Full 2 years backwards. And he's on board. Oh, we're getting graded on our quips now. You all shoot him a look. It was a joke. I'm only one who isn't allowed to have fun. It is in character. I'll have you know I can be very fun. There's the grumpy Gus we all know and love. Martin stares at the fire for a moment and smile cracks his facade. One time I had to run from the cops when they caught me trying to camp in Central Park. Martin, I will give you as many imaginary points as you want if you tell that story. Seems like an unfair advantage if you ask me. It's not my fault you didn't read the campfire story clause in your employee contract. My dad was not an outdoorsman. I never even made s'mores as a kid unless you count over a gas range, so naturally I became obsessed with the idea of living off the land. But there's not a whole lot of outdoors in New York City, which is why my father tried his best to explain to the policewoman who escorted me home. Tragically, the officer didn't find my attempt to escape up a tree or to defund it against intruders via acorn bombs amusing. Okay, can we hang out with that, Martin? Can anyone top that camping story? All right, chat, 1 or 2. Whilst you guys vote, I'm going to show you something I got. I don't know where to put it, because there's, like, nowhere for me to put it unless I, like, pinned it back here or something. Because you can't really see it back there. But look at this. Cool, ain't it? And it doesn't even flicker on the camera, thankfully. Nice, and it gives, like, a little, like, edge light to me. You see it, like, giving an edge light? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't see it in the thing, though, so whatever. Wonder if I just put it, like, right here, though. At the very least, you get that edge light I was talking about. Majority goes 2-1. Maybe he'll make an appearance with the competition as a yeah, whatever. My brain is breaking a bit trying to imagine Martin as a renegade feral child. Some of us grow up eventually, GG. Oh no, not an attack on how I like to party, a thing I openly advertise. Speaking of parties, I'm reminded of the last retreat here. Y'all know Farnham? Yes, he's in family law. Now imagine him on top of that cabin, tie around his forehead, shirtless, screaming Madonna lyrics at the top of his lungs. Everyone left sitting in the door. The atmosphere is friendly. Still, when you glance around the circle of firelit faces, you notice that Gabe and Ashland both seem a little distracted. Might be a good chance to catch up with one of them. Ooh. All right. Now we get to choose Ashland or Gabe. Now, I know which I know which choice the game wants me to make, and I know which choice I want to make, but 1 for Ashland, 2 for Gabe. What do you guys want to see? I hope you all agree with me. Of course. Oh, yeah, it's unanimous. Everybody wants Ashland. Let's go, baby. It's Ashland time. And as inconspicuously as possible, you slide up next to Ashland, who's staring longingly at the cabin. How'd you feel with the great outdoors? I actually really like being outside, but I think the bugs have locked onto me. Sounds like they like you almost as much as... I should thank you. God, that's so cheesy. That is, like, aggressively cheesy. All right, 1 or 2. Again. As if I have to ask. All right. Anyways. Sounds like they like you almost as much as I do. Ashlyn's lips curl into a devilish grin and she leans a bit closer. So you're saying your interest in me just barely clears the level of mosquitoes? I'm saying we both want to be around you and we both think you would taste. You want me to go on? I do, but I may beg for a change of location first. I was thinking of turning in early, but... She trails off in the light of the fire. You see her eyes dart up to yours before quickly lowering again. Some company might be nice. Could I convince you to join me for a nightcap? Join Ashlyn in her cabin to get to know her more intimately and maybe turn up the heat in your relationship. Ooh, I like the dress. I don't even think I have to ask you guys this one. Smile blooms on Ashlyn's face. Finally, the two of you excuse yourselves from the group. You turn on the gas fireplace while Ashlyn mixes drinks. You both sit on the couch, large enough to be cozy, but small enough that your knees are just barely touching. We just traded one fireplace for another, huh? Excuse me, we definitely upgraded our fire situation. Not only am I not getting eaten alive, but I have this very well-earned cocktail. S'mores weren't cutting it for you? No, it was nice, and I really enjoyed today. Actually, I'm glad we're alone. I'm peopled out, except for you, obviously. In that case, I'm glad I'm the exception. It feels different being with just you, while the others, it's hard to forget, even for a second, that I'm in a competition. She gazes at the flames for a moment, clearly contemplating something. I know I'm supposed to want to win this thing more than anything else, and I do want to win. I want to keep moving forward in my career. And I'm good at the game. I know I am. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. But having my guard up all the time is exhausting. I hate feeling I just can't trust the people around me. Ashlyn, you can trust me. I hear you, but I disagree. Does that mean I should take back Martin's invite? Fair, fair, fair. 1, 2, or 3, chat. Once you do that, I'm going to look at something on Twitter real quick. All right, anyways. You can trust me. Cool. I would never stab you in the back just to get ahead. Other backs, sure. We're lawyers. But yours, never. Yeah, sounds like that's such a lie, but... gratitude shining in her eyes. I know you wouldn't. That's why I'm so glad you're part of this thing. Ashlyn smiles brightly at you, eyes twinkling. Point is, I'm really glad you're here. Likewise, though today was surprisingly fun. Definitely. Honestly, it brought me back. Growing up, I did stuff like this all the time, minus the team building aspect, obviously. Really? I kind of thought you were joking about the camping thing before. Don't I strike you as outdoorsy, Chaticus? Honestly, I always pictured you as someone who spent a lot of her childhood curled up with a book. I did that too, trust me, but in Seattle, hiking is a religion, and my parents were definitely believers. Besides, a cliffside overlooking miles of a forest or a sleeping bag with a flashlight and millions stars overhead are both pretty good spots to get some reading done. When you put it that way, I'm in. I'll stick with the library. It makes me wish we had sleeping bag to share. You probably do. I can't imagine there isn't one around somewhere. Anyways, 1, 2, or 3. All right. Yeah, what a surprise. Not for sleeping, in case that part wasn't clear. Believe it or not, Chaticus, you're not the most subtle person I've ever met. Yeah, but you love that about me. Let's just say it's one of the many qualities in you I find appealing. Oh, what else about me appeals to you? Ashlyn's eyelids lower with desire. She scoots a bit closer on the couch. Well, there's your wit, of course. Keep going. And your legal brain. Really hoping you're not finished yet. And then there's the fact that when I'm with you, well, the only thing I can think about is kissing you, Chedicus. A slow smile spreads across her face as she reaches up to brush a thumb over your lips. I'm not even... Go. You lean forward, pressing your lips to hers in a gentle kiss. Yeah. Okay, whatever. What was that? Again, I'm not gonna go through all of this. As long as they have clothes on. You have no idea how long I've been thinking about that. I think I might have some idea. She's finally leaves in her nose on nose against yeah. Shiver runs through your behind body out of her couch. Speaking of kissing, that's not all I've been thinking about. We should cool off before we're caught. Again, I'm not even gonna ask. But I am gonna be ready to switch scenes. On the same page again. In one swift motion, Ashlyn straddles you, taking your mouth in hers. You slide a hand over the soft curve of her bosom, squeezing ever so gently, and she moans with pleasure. Better than okay. It's good. Yep. Here, you know, I'll crop it a little bit higher. Oh, wait, they saw. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna let you guys read this one. Oh, actually, just about to pull her jacket off when you hear a creak on the porch outside. Wait, which cabin is mine? Laughing, Ashlyn pulls back. That me, oh, your cue is stop. You know, before all our coworkers and both our bosses walk in on us. You pick the worst times to be right, you know that? You cradle her head in your hands to give her a final deep kiss before she climbs off you. Before long, the light outside in the cabin window darkens. When you glance out through the window, you see Gigi and Bo dousing the flames of the fire. I'm guessing that means it's bedtime. We've got to be on our game for the conference after all. Good point. But actually, I'm not too worried about that. Not anymore, at least. You and Ashlyn snuck away from the group for some alone time. Oh, why is that? Because you'll be there, and I know you're in my corner. You can always count on that, Ashlyn. You give her one last kiss goodnight and then head to your own cabin to get some rest. I thought it was going to get intimate. Had us in the first headlock, not gonna lie. Bit loud, sorry. The next morning, the cabins are filled with the incessant beeping and trilling of alarms simultaneously going off. Soon, you're all gathered around the cozy table in the main lounge for breakfast. You all look spectacularly out of place for these surroundings. I'll just see you're taking the conference seriously. Is that even a question? It's the most important event on the entire legal calendar. Bro, every single chapter has been the most important goddamn thing. Alright. Well, I, for one, still feel closer to all of you, even though the competition's starting back up. Wink. Save the come by after the campfire. You're with me, right, Chedicus? Peace was never an option. I think we're stronger together. One or two, chat. Alright, anyways. In this competition, the stakes are high, but that doesn't mean we're each other's enemies. Exactly, we can still work our hardest and still like each other. Wink. Never said I didn't like you, but as the last person standing in the situation, pretending otherwise is just a waste of time. Just then, Sadie strides into the room, heels clicking sharply against the floor. I hope this reinvigorated all of you. The conference and the image we present at it is extremely important to the firm. You're all representatives of morale. Burn, do not make me regret that fact. Translation, enjoy yourselves today, just not too much. You'll pile into the town cars and head to Boston for the conference. Spend the day in a blur of legal presentations from your country's top attorneys. But the statute's archaic wording allows for more creative interpretations of what constitutes illegal bird breeding. Why would we want that creativity? That's why the process of whatever the fuck that word is antithetical to the very ideology we have, each of us sought to pursue. Yeah, lying on our oath is bad. We get it. In the end, the Court of Appeals found the defendant could stand trial despite the irregularities around his legal status. Not that this case is uninteresting, but how exactly is this relevant to, anything? Who cares? The fact that they tried a cow for murder is just cool. But eventually the presentation's in. You and the other associates meet up in the lobby for the conference center. Thank God that's over. Now the real conference can begin. What do you mean? The cocktail party at the AALP conference is probably the best place to network on this side of the country. And I'm going to be making more and better connections than all of you. You know they have to actually like you. Damn, shots fired. This is why we love GG. Honestly, it's more an excuse to drink expensive alcohol and catch up with old friends on other firms. Please play it that way. It just leaves me more and more room to yada yada. Who cares? He turns on his heel, leaving the rest of you in anxious silence. You're up to your room to prepare. I need to make a good impression. My career depends on it. The retreat may have been fun and games, but tonight the competition is on at the end of the time to start clawing my way to the top again. Definitely like Gaten Sadie, know I'm taking this seriously, not to mention the rest of the associates. The right look will help you win over the room and win points in the competition. Yeah, Bro, why do you even bother asking? Holy cow. I like that, Sarika. You turn around slowly in the mirror, grinning as you take yourself in. I'm certainly dressed for success in one of the... Yeah, whatever, cool. When you arrive at the ballroom, the party is in full swing, whatever. Pardon me, I don't think we met. From you a partner yet? I'm at McGraw-Byrne, but I'm not a partner yet. My mistake. You just look, well, like someone at the top of the game. You're not entirely wrong. Not entirely right either. Bruh. As the lawyer excuses himself, Martin approaches, cocksure grin in full effect. I have to admit, you do clean up well. I know how much that hurt, Martin, so thank you. How's the networking going? Just got here? Sounds like I'm already doing more to impress Sadie then. And speaking of, Martin weaves to an older man. Judge Colton, great to see you again. This is my colleague, Chadicus. Judge Colton represents the Southern District of New York. He shakes her hand and then gives Martin a curious look. And you are? You don't remember me? Forgive me, I've met so many attorneys in the courtroom, it's hard to remember. Eddie, check please. I clerked for you for 2 years. I'm Martin Vanderweel. It was one of my high points in my career. Ah, that scowl. I think I do remember you after all. Just naturally moves up next to you. Smart to get to know Judge Coleman. He studies a lot of the cases we try, and Sadie's always trying to get on his good side. We're here to network. Making the right impression matters. Judge Coleman, I'm sure you would rather forget Martin. Remember Martin's work ethic. Oh. Do we throw Martin under the bus, or do we rub up to him? Rubbing up to him might actually help, but who knows? All right. 2. Yep. Okay. That scowl is his game face, and trust me, it is always on. What Chadicus means, but I think you're trying to work hard. Yes, I think I do remember. Your briefs were always impeccable. Seems like you're moving up in the world. Networking? Absolutely. He's already being considered for a partnership at McGraw-Byrne, where we work together. I expect no less from my clerks. You two enjoy the evening. I'm sure I'll be seeing more of you in the future. Judge Coleman walks away with a warm smile at both of you. Martin turns to you, clearly stunned. I thought you were going to throw me under the bus. We almost did. Who knows?
You heard Sadie. We're all here to Robber and look good. You and I are on the same team tonight, Martin, like it or not. I suppose if you're going to help me make inroads with Coleman, that I like it. With a tight nod, Martin turns and moves off through the party. You're just getting to drink from one of the several bars when Gabe approaches. How you holding up so far? Managing to win with all these sharks? Doing my best. He looks you up and down appreciatively. That much is obvious. You look so sharp tonight, I think the entire room is watching to see what you do next. Sadie always tells us appearances matter. They absolutely do, and from what I can see, you're giving McGrawburn a good name just by being here. Well done, Chadicus. You had to judge Colton like a pro, by the way. I'll make sure Sadie knows how well you played that. Just trying to do right by the McGrawburn team. Speaking of, looks like some of your associates could use a hand. You follow get to see both standing by the wall, scowling at an unfamiliar attorney. Across the room, Ashlyn hovers nervously in a corner by herself. Wonder what's going on there. Whatever it is, it would be best to sort it out. After all, Sadie and I are watching all of this, and this weekend is about teamwork. With an energetic look and slight raise of his glass, Gabe disappears into the crowd. You take a deep breath and move over to Bo, who's muttering under his breath. Montague. You good, man? See that guy over there in that overly expensive suit with a punchful face? Yeah, I know that guy. He's me. You'd be shocked how little that narrows it down. He points directly at one person in particular. Chet, my nemesis from law school. His father is the Montague in Montague Price. Same Montague Price that got the small town in Louisiana to pay the oil company for damages when their pipeline burst? That's the one. Jerk stole a law review article out of from under me when we were two L's and never even acknowledged what he'd done. You realize you're describing what you did with Roswell, right? You and this Montague guy are basically twins. What? No, crap. Because I see your point. For what it's worth, it won't happen again. Right. Better not. You don't want me as your enemy, Bo, I promise you. Both sides shaking his head. I just wish there were a way to show that jerk up. He makes me so mad I can't think straight when he's around. Helping Bo with his old rival might impress Gabriel and Sadie. Bo, follow my lead, okay? You're on your own. All right, chat. 1 or 2. Are we following in? Are we taking the lead here, or we running our own? I don't know words. All right. But what's the plan? Networking can cut both ways, and firms like Montague Price always have skeletons in their closet. You approach Montague's group and raise your voice so he notices. Seriously, Bo, it's crazy you're already being considered for a partnership at such a young age. Well, I guess that's what happens when you never lose a case. Beauregard, is that you? Oh, Montague, I didn't even notice you. Let me introduce you to my fellow senior associate, Chadicus Finch. This is Chet Montague. Of Montague Price? But you make a big show of lowering your voice, but it's completely audible. Isn't that the firm that's being investigated by the Attorney General in that kickback scheme? What? We cleared all that years ago. I'm sorry, you're probably right. I'm sure the rumors about it happening are just silly gossip. Nearby attorneys start whispering to each other, and you can see Montague getting more and more flustered. The thing is, they were more like thank you gifts from our most important class. I'm sure. Anyway, nice to meet you. You must be glad you turned down their offer and went with Robert instead, Bo. Still whispering, you lead Bo away from the crowd of attorneys around Montague, all of them gossiping gleefully to one another now. That was brilliant, Chad. I guess how'd you pull that out of your hat? You might hear the name Montague Price and think of Chet's punchable face, but I remember that investigation. It was a big deal. How'd you know they were taking kickbacks again? Because they got away with it the first time, and judging from what you said, Chet's not the type to learn a lesson the easy way. Man, that's brilliant. Thanks, I owe you one. I won't forget that this time, I promise. Sure. From across the room, you spot Gabe watching you as Bo moves away. Cool. Score another point for Team McGraw-Byrne and for me. And then we got help Ashlyn, I think. Find Ashlyn on the other side of the event, nervously eyeing a cluster of attorneys chatting animatedly over drinks. Everything okay? Sure, just trying to get up the guts to introduce myself to Mary Hellsberg. She runs Law Association Monthly magazine. Don't you contribute tons of case write-ups there? Bet she'd love to say hello. I'm not sure. She's talking to some pretty major players right now. I don't want to interrupt. In that case, let me break the ice. You should listen to your gut. Oh, shit. One or two, chat. Again. I actually don't know which one's the right option. Pretty sure it's one. Let's go with it. Really? Yeah, you don't need to do that. But I want to. Besides taking up your amazing legal writing to a whole group of attorneys can only help us impress Gabe and Sadie, right? Good point. Alright, let's do this. Head over to the group, pausing just outside the circle of attorneys. Can I help you? Oh, I hope so. My colleague Ashlyn Tanaka was telling me you run the Law Association monthly. I'd be so interested in learning how to submit. Ashlyn Tanaka? But you're our absolute best case writer. I'm so glad you came over. Ashlyn's the writer behind that brilliant analysis of Hartford decision last month. Really? I was just saying I just signed that article to my students this term. So insightful. Oh, well, thank you. I always had a knack for the analytical side of the law. Clearly. And what was your name? If you and Mr. Tanaka are colleagues, I'm sure you'd know Slash yourself. Chadicus Finch, Senior Associate at McGraw-Byrne. McGraw-Byrne, you say? That's an excellent firm. Here, take my card. I'd love to hear from you. Ashlyn, would you mind chatting to Judge Wakefield with me? I think he'd be interested in your opinion on a case. She leads a beaming Ashlyn through the crowd. You duck away from the group, unable to repress your smile. Plus networking. That definitely got people talking about Rob Byrne in the best way possible. Eventually, you find your way over to the bar where Gabe is sitting and watching the party. His demeanor is calm, but his eyes are sharp, observing a dozen conversations at once. I knew you had a way with people, Chadicus, but I have to say I'm impressed. You've been working in the room like a pro. Made a great impression of the law conference. I'm glad you noticed. Frankly, it was hard to miss. Were you watching me the whole time? Hard to keep my eyes off when you're clearly the best dressed lawyer in the place. And what can I say? But don't worry, I'm not picking partners solely based on who makes the most friends over cocktails, though I can't speak for Sadie. Now, if you'll excuse me, I just spotted an old friend who will be so thrilled to hear I've been bumped up to senior partner. He slips off his seat and walks away. You turn to order a drink. You hear a familiar voice. Oh shit, he's back. She's back. Whatever the fuck. Urban, neat. And don't be skippy with the pour. It'll save us both time. Lena, fancy meeting you here. Speaking of fancy, damn. You look incredible, Chadicus. Damn. Plot merging. Gotta dress to impress, right? If it leads you looking like that, I'm more than happy to agree. I was hoping I'd run into here. When did you hear after our last meeting? Yes, working with you is definitely a pleasure, Lena. An entire array of them, I like to think. I enjoyed the conference. As much as I can, though at this point in the evening, things start developing pretty quickly. I was actually thinking I might go back to up to my room for a nightcap, amongst other diversions. She offers you a coy smile, her shoe gently brushing against your leg. Maybe you could join me? After all, we both already know we work well together. Join Lena in her hotel room for a night of steamy, no-strings-attached passion. Spending the night with Lena, that sounds perfect. I should stay here. You guys are gonna hate me for this one. I really don't want to do it. Because then I know for a fact that I have to crop it out again. And then I have to read through it all. And I really don't want to. Your choice. All right. You know what? We already got semi-intimate with Ashlyn, okay? I'm not ruining that. I ain't ruining that. For once, I'm going to make a choice for myself. Look, if you're going to hate me for this one, but I'm telling you, there are thousands of people who will happily cover this on YouTube. You can go look for them. But I'm saying I should stay here. Maybe next conference then. And word to the wise, if you're still here when the karaoke starts, leave. She grabs a drink and saunters off, leaving you alone at the bar. Sorry. Following Monday, and the other associates are hard at work on a new case where a model has accused a gaming company of stealing her image. Oh boy. I'm just saying, if a jury sees her posts and compares them to the character, the similarities are obvious. And all the defense needs is a statement saying they actually used a different model who looks similar and the case is thrown out. The door opens so suddenly, it slams into the conference room wall. Gabe strides in, his jaw set. Gabe, what is it? Forget about this case, it's being reassigned. All of you are now officially part of the team representing Marcus Sharp. The actor? Why? I'm sorry, who now? I haven't had time to get to the movies lately. He's been getting a lot of buzz recently, but his girlfriend, Aliana Velasquez, is a lot better known. Even I know Aliana Velasquez. You can't pass a newsstand without seeing her face. I'd imagine that's only going to become more true now. Aliana Velasquez has been murdered. Oh, shit. Oh my god, are you saying? Marcus Sharp is the prime suspect in this case, and we have to prove he didn't do it. You're officially taking on a celebrity murder case. Will you be able to stand up to the scrutiny and prove your client innocence? Keep playing Laws of Attraction to find out. Oh, shit. This, I think, is what was teased, at least at some part. Somebody saying somebody had mentioned like there was going to be some form of a murder investigation at some point. Here we are. So, R.I.P. her, Velasquez, she gone. No, thank you. All right, Chapter 9 coming soon, a.k.a. next week. It's on Raphael's birthday. But wow. What an ending to that. Overall, not a bad chapter, actually. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it was. I think that one was just straightforward. You know, you went to a conference, you did some things. You went to a cabin, you did some things. Finally get a little more intimate with Ashlyn. And that was it. But at least we're getting something a little more exciting now. And I'm really glad I didn't spend like the next 15 minutes trying to do that intimate scene with Lena, I think her name is. Because I just didn't want to. But that is going to be where we call the stream and where we call the book, because obviously it's done. So what did you guys think of it in chat? I'll answer some questions before we get out of here. But yeah. Again, my thought, like, maybe a 7 out of 10, like 6.5, 7 out of 10. It was just very straightforward. You did one thing and moved to the next, then it moved to the next, then it moved to the next. Hey, somebody got murdered. Like this, I think this case was more so like lining up for, I think is actually the main focus of the rest of the series or the rest of the book or whatever. It was kind of plain, but yeah, the whole thing would have made it suck. They had a new one. That whole Lena thing. Oh, sorry. New one maybe would have said yes. Yeah, if it was a new character or something, then maybe. Nothing against, I mean, like, Lena as a character, but what is she gonna do? Comment on the stream? Watch somebody just make an account with her name. Just being like, dude, what the fuck? But yeah, final thoughts on the chapter, everybody. Kind of reminds me of NCIS now, but with lawyers. True. Hope to see the firefighter. We had to see a repeat. I feel that. I think surprised me they see me doing that these days. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. With all of that said and done, I'm getting out of here. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. You guys already know that, though. If you guys aren't already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've been doing these streams every single Wednesday. It's probably getting a little bit shaky after this, but I'm going to try to continue to do at least this stream every Wednesday. If I have time for it, I'll try to do another stream on Friday, but streams are going to be kind of inconsistent other than hopefully this series, just due to some other things I'm going to be focusing on for the next couple months. But I promise you, you know, consistency will return, I'd say, like, late August, early September. Kind of get back on board with that. But with all that said and done, guys, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to skedaddle. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Spread your wings, fly high, and I will see you guys, hopefully, on Friday. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.